everyone doing their part to find Ashley.
We're always going to be hopeful, but, those scenes are very difficult to deal with.
The uncle of Ashley Elkins can't stop thinking about the scene that played out Tuesday at the Roseville apartment of Ashley's ex-boyfriend. For several hours, Michigan State Police Forensic Lab was on site, searching for evidence.
It was quite shocking.
Welcome in, everybody.
The family to see that a dumpster was hauled away.
Investigators say the forensic lab is brought in to provide expertise with analyzing evidence.
We were expecting that his apartment would be searched, but it was still nerve-wracking.
Ashley was last seen January 2nd, leaving her house in Warren. Her family says her cell phone last pinged at the Roseville address where her ex-boyfriend lives. Another major development Tuesday. Ashley's vehicle was found abandoned near 13 Mile and Little Mac in Roseville.
The vehicle where it was parked had been there for numerous days.
The Roseville Police Department has taken the lead on this case as they work with Warren PD and other agencies to investigate.
The actions of the police are the most important thing.
Police say they have executed numerous search warrants and conducted comprehensive video canvasses during this active investigation. There's also an effort underway to get this case national media coverage.
We are an organization that helps bring awareness to missing people of color across the country.
Welcome in, everybody. So I wanted to come in and talk about Ashley Elkins. This is a case that I've been following for the past couple days, and the guy that she was dating has been arrested. As a matter of fact, she wasn't even with him no more. From my understanding, they wasn't together for a whole year. And I'm finding out that he booked an appointment through her salon. She does hair. And they said that he booked an appointment on December 31st. He booked an appointment at her home salon using a different name, according to the family members. So he knocked on the front door, and I guess she saw him, according to her mother, Monique Elkins. Booker also knocked on the side door of the home as Ashley told everyone in the home to be quiet. After that, he left. So then January 2nd, 2 days after her ex-boyfriend was knocking on her door, she disappeared. So bringing in the new year, she was just hanging out with her family. Well, the day before January 1st. I heard somewhere, it might be in this video, that she was just with her family the day before, and then they woke up and she was gone. So let's see, because I'm reading something different, that she went out to run errands. So let's see if we could get that figured out. But it's gonna be an arraignment for him. The family spoke. They had a press conference, and I want to go over all of that. Also, I'm gonna let this play, and I'm gonna finish reading the timeline. Please smack that thumbs up and welcome to my channel. Please subscribe, set all notifications.
Ashley's picture is prominently featured on the website for Black and Missing Foundation.
Our organization has reached out to local media outlets as well as our national partners to get coverage for this case. And I hate to say it, but media coverage really puts pressure on law enforcement to add resources to the case. So that's typically our strategy.
Right. Back out here live, we actually met up with Ashley's mom and her sister in this area, along with family friends. They were actually having a search party looking for any sign, any evidence that they could help bring Ashley home. We actually today, my photographer and I, as we were going around the area, we saw many of those flyers that they were passing out yesterday, posted at gas stations, at that apartment complex. So really the moral of this story is that if you know anything, if you saw anything, speak up, contact police, contact Roseville, contact Warren Police, and let them know what you know so that they can find Ashley and hopefully bring her home alive. Back to you.
Certainly more people that know about this, aware, hopefully that someone will come forward with some information, Ingrid. But what about police? Do we know where they are directing their search now? Are they starting to look perhaps by that abandoned car?
The sad thing is that she went missing on the 2nd, and they didn't look for her for 7 days or something like that. The family knew right away. where her phone pinged at. It was at the boyfriend's house, but we already see the tactics that he was using to try to get to her by booking an appointment. So why would she even be at his house? And then her mother had a dream that her car was stolen. So she contacted her and was like, be careful. I dreamed that your car was stolen. And she just said, oh man, or something like that. But it's not believing that that was her. So it's just strange because they took too long to do anything. And then when they did go to his house, they collected a lot of stuff from the house. They took a dumpster. And at this point, they believe that she is deceased, but don't have a body. So we gonna listen to see what else has been discovered. Let's see what else they talking about.
Car of hers that was located.
Found her car.
Well, we do know that there was a very meticulous and thorough search that was done yesterday. And right now, that evidence is being analyzed. We have spoken to police right now. There are a lot more questions than answers, and we're hoping to get some more updates. But for right now, they need anyone who saw anything. For instance, where that car was abandoned, did any doorbell camera pick up any images or anything? Maybe people should go who live in that area, take a look and see what they can find and share that information with police.
Yeah, the smallest detail could really help in this case. Thanks so much, Ingrid, for that
Exactly.
live report.
Yeah, and definitely jumping on it, looking for it right away would have helped. I'm telling you, like that day.
Calling case number
And so
25329.
they ended up arresting him for lying to the police or something like that. But let me stop sharing this for a minute and I'm going to read the timeline that I'm looking at. So what she was wearing was a long black coat with fur around the hood and some black leggings. That was on January 2nd. So the family told a local 4 that they received weird texts from her phone the day she went missing. Her mother says she arrived at Ashley's house at about 10 minutes after she had left. Okay. So Monique Elkins tried to FaceTime her daughter, but she didn't answer. And that would have been after she said what she said, like, I had a dream that your car was missing or stolen. So she said hours later, a family member got a text from Ashley who said she was going to a beauty supply. So, okay, so after her not answering her mother's FaceTime or her text messages or calls, she responded to somebody that she was going. So this is the dude. After that, her mother said the phone was turned off before being turned back on. So according to Ashley's phone, her last known location was an ex-boyfriend's residence. So here we are, January 7th. So 5 days later, the police recover her car. Ashley's car was last seen driving. Well, she was last seen driving a gray 2009 10 Chevy Impala with no plates. On Tuesday, January 7th, according to authorities, her car was a few miles from her ex-boyfriend's Roseville apartment. Authorities also searched Booker's apartment on Tuesday night. So January 8th, the ex-boyfriend was arrested. Officials said they believed that there was a strong possibility of foul play. Elkins disappeared, and after meeting with authorities, Elkins' uncle, Maurice Morton, who's been the he's been the spokesman for the family, they released the following. So what they indicated was that there was substantial evidence collected at the home, the ex-boyfriend, and they also indicated that based upon that evidence, Ashley was murdered. So they must have, oh my God, this reminds me of, what is her name? I cannot think of her name, but I see her face. They find enough evidence where they know that as a matter of fact, this was the case with Felicia Johnson. Before they found her, they knew. And then later found pictures in the dude's phone. So I wonder, what did they find? I'm sure they must have found, blood evidence. They took that dumpster for a reason. They don't have her body at the time. They do have good leads where her body is. So probably at the dump site. They also indicated that the boyfriend is in custody on related charges, not for the murder at this time. A warrant is being prepared, but he will be arraigned in the morning. Wow, that is so sad. Welcome in, LP. Thank you for being here. It's so sad that they did not move fast enough. It makes me think about the Hannah case, the lady that went missing from the airport but ended up in Mexico, and her father jumped to his death and all of that, looking for her, or, feeling like discouraged, and she pops up okay. They looked high and low for her and found everything they needed. It's like, yeah. But anyway, January 9th, the ex-boyfriend was arraigned. Okay, and so that's part of what we are going to be looking at. Booker was arrested in Flint and brought back to Roseville. While he was in Flint, officials said he searched online for information on the following: the fastest route from Flint to Ohio. Don't come here. What to do while on the run. Turn yourself in. Is blood traceable? What idiot don't know that? How to beat a polygraph test? You don't. Welcome in, Lisa. Welcome in, TBZ. This is crazy. How to beat a polygraph and deleting Google search history. Like I said, they do all of the investigation from the cell phone, the social media, all of that. This is what's solving everything. Google. That's all they got to do. And that's why I don't know why they even wait. Just pull the records and do the job. On Thursday evening, authorities were back at Booker's residence searching for evidence. Okay, so let's see what they found. I have not seen any of these videos, the arraignment or the family press conference. Yeah, look how she's looking at him. He is disgusting, right?
Why people versus DeAndre Booker?
Your Honor, Randall Kane appearing as arraignment attorney on behalf of DeAndre Booker. Mr. Booker, state your name for the court, please.
DeAndre Booker. And thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. Steve Fox on behalf of the people.
All right, and Detective Lesbrance, can you please go to the table next to Mr. Kane? Mr. Booker, did you talk to Mr. Kane today?
Yes.
Did he go over your rights with you?
Yes.
Did you understand all of those rights?
Yes.
Do you have any questions regarding your rights?
No.
All right, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for purposes of arraignment. With regard to bond, we'll start with Mr. Kane.
Your Honor, Mr. Booker is 32 years old. He's in custody on this charge. He states he is not employed. He lives at the same address. He also states he's not on probation or parole. I recommend a reasonable bond in this matter.
All right, and Mr. Fox.
Oh, did I already say that there was a man that said that he was being stalked by this guy also? So he had other things going on too if he was stalking another man.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Allegedly.
4-year felony for lying to a peace officer on a violent crime investigation. This is, of course, as Your Honor is aware, involving Ms. Elkins. And the court is to consider MCR 6.106F and MCL 765.6, a number of factors. I'm going to hit on a few if you don't mind. The first is the protection of the public. The underlying matter, although not the charge specifically, but the underlying matter obviously involves a crime of violence, potentially. We are still seeking Ms. Elkins. The defendant, we suspect and believe, may know where she is. And a concern is her safety if, God forbid, the worst has not happened yet. So with respect to that, Judge, I believe that there is a risk to the public, specifically if she were still alive, and that's what we're all hoping for, of course. The other is the defendant's risk of non-appearance and the likelihood of conviction. Likelihood of conviction, Judge, the defendant made several material factual misstatements to Detective Lasprence and recited those to the court during the course of the initial swear-to. The defendant was aware that we were investigating a missing persons report. He was aware that there was some belief of his involvement. He made misstatements about both his location as well as Ms. Elkins and how she may have left his vehicle, left his apartment complex, all of which we can demonstrate by objective evidence and video evidence to be false. So there's a high likelihood of conviction on these cases, on these matters. And then last and most importantly for the court's consideration, I think at this point, is the probability or improbability of returning for trial. We have a history that includes charges at least. We do not have the disposition, but we did recover a PD-214 from his time in the U.S. Army. It looks like in 2016, he was charged with a couple of matters, including larceny of private property, and more importantly, fraudulent ID documents. And then in 2017, he was charged with desertion or the absence without leave, going AWOL from the Army. Ultimately, he was discharged less than honorably, although it was not a dishonorable discharge. He was discharged from the Army in a less than honorable means or manner. We know that after the conversations, before the conversations with Detective Lasprence, but we believe after the underlying events of this case, he fled from Macomb County, went to Flint, where he was apprehended and brought back to Roseville. And we know that during that time, while he was in Flint, he accessed the internet to search for such things as fastest routes from Flint to Ohio, what to do on the run, is blood traceable, how to beat a polygraph, and deleting Google history. So Judge, I think by his own words and search history, by his prior conduct, and by what is frankly at stake in this particular matter, he's of significant risk of flight. With that, I would request a significant bond. I'm asking for a $500,000 cash surety bond, no 10%, and that a steel cuff GPS tether be attached should he make that bond.
He shouldn't even have a
All right,
bond.
Mr. King, anything further from you?
Nothing further.
A missing person.
Detective Lasprence, is there anything you wish to add?
No, ma'am, not this time.
All right. As Mr. Fox indicated, there are many things the court has to look to with regard to setting bond and determining bond. This court looks most closely at the risk of harm to the public and the likelihood of the defendant's appearance in court. I will note for the record that this matter is currently charged as a 4-year felony. I will also note for the matter that while Mr. Fox did point out several instances from the defendant's time in the military with regard to any sort of matters that came up with regard to larceny or desertion, that there is no other criminal history presented. But that being said, the matter being investigated does involve a missing person, which is a very serious matter. And the court takes very seriously that the allegations being made are that the defendant is lying to a police officer regarding material facts about a missing person at this time. That gives the court great concern about the risk of harm to the public and the likelihood that the defendant will make sure that he appears in court for both this matter and any potential further charges that may be brought by the prosecution. At this time, the court is going to assess a bond in the amount of $250,000 cash surety, steel cuff tether prior to any release. The PCC date in this matter will be January 22nd, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. on Zoom in front of Judge Bodecker. The exam date will be January 29th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. in person in front of Judge Bodecker. I have referred the matter to the Office of the Public Defender for appointment of counsel at this time. If the defendant does retain counsel, that counsel can send in a substitution of attorney. Is there anything further from any party?
I apologize, Judge. Just one clear, you indicate steel cuff tether, that is with G, that's correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Nothing further from the people, Judge.
Anything further, Mr. King? Okay, you guys are all set today. Have a good day.
So I'm guessing he didn't make the bond, but I don't know for sure. We'll figure that out. But I don't feel like he should have got a bond at all. But they not holding him on a murder. They holding him on lying to an officer. So it says right here that so he basically lied to an officer and provided false and misleading information concerning this case from January 4th through January 7th. So I guess they talked to him on the 4th. That would be 2 days after she went missing, if that's what happened. So let's go to what the family, let's see what they saying.
Give us just a reaction of what you saw in court today. I know this, I can't even imagine.
I just really had no bond. I think it's good that he got the bond. I just didn't want him a bond at all, you know. I just want him not to be able to get out at all. I just want to go straight to prison and just never get out ever again.
I know that they asked for $500,000 and the judge lowered it. How do you feel about that?
I didn't like that. She should have did 500,000, but I could set 250,000. But you know, which could have been higher or no bond at all.
And you all have had your suspicions about him. Kind of, does this confirm what you were suspecting?
Yes. Yes, I knew it from day one.
Can you tell us about that? Is there a moment that you kind of knew?
When I got to her house, it was 8:40. She left at 8:30. I went in the house for a minute, came back out.
What's up, Double?
I texted her I had a dream of her car being stolen. And she replied back, "Oh man," which was weird to me. So I FaceTimed her. She didn't answer. So I said to her, you know, just be mindful about your surroundings and, you know, pay attention where you're going. And she didn't call back. That's not.
Listen, a mother's intuition, that part really gave me chills for her to have that feeling and contact her. And at that very moment, something is happening to her.
I like her. And she never called back. And she never texts back. She never.
Do you think that man that wasn't like her, do you think that was her answering?
No, that was him. I believe he had her when she walked out that front door.
Does he have any violent or history?
So she did walk out the front door. That's the part that I was trying to figure out, because I heard that, you know, they didn't know where she was at. They woke up and she was gone. And now, okay, so they did see her. They did have a description of what she had on and all of that. So he was just out there waiting, stalking her. They ain't dated in a whole year. You ain't went on. Well, obviously he did. Allegedly, he was stalking a man and he was stalking her. So whoever this man is that said he was being stalked, hopefully he'll do an interview with somebody and we find out what's going on with that.
I never knew he was violent, but now that I find out things, I know he was stalking and some things happened, but I found out later from friends first that, yeah.
So you think he was kind of controlling, possessive?
That I know he was, because he would go through her phone and she was doing hair at home. And he had a problem with men coming in and get their dreads and stuff done. And so she had got a booth somewhere on 8 Mile.
That is chilling.
So that she wouldn't have any problems with him. Then when they broke up, then she just went back and started from her house.
Hey, Joy.
I want to say September.
And how long were they dating?
A year.
Can you describe their relationship? Have you been around them when they were?
Yeah, he was around my whole family.
Wait a minute.
When I say, I thought he was the one who she had got a booth somewhere on 8 Mile. So that she wouldn't have any problems with him. Then when they broke up, then she just went back and started from her house.
When did they break up?
I want to say September.
And how long were they dating?
A year.
Oh, September.
Can you describe their relationship? Have you been around them when they were?
Yeah, he was around my whole family. When I say,
okay, so they was dating. They broke up in September. Not that they've been broke up a year, but they dated a year. Like, man, that ain't long enough to be crazy. Just go on. Like, he couldn't even do the military, though. Coward.
I thought he was the one who was going to marry her. Just, he was good to her kids. He played ball with them. He took me to their haircuts.
All game.
Ashley's father was murdered also April 8th of last year.
Oh, no. God, man. What?
He was there for that. He went to, I worked for Stellantis, and we had a...
So he's seen the devastation of her losing her father that way, and I'm sure he's seen a reaction of all the family members, and he turned around and do it to her.
Christmas,
take her away from her kids.
Extravaganza last Christmas.
What a loser.
He was there.
Formal.
The formal. He was there. He was always at my house. I cooked. He was part of the family.
Yeah, so and you know that's a part when you welcome somebody into your home, you trust them because you trust your kid to whoever they decide to be with, and then they do this. Ugh.
Really shook. He would do something like this.
Did it give you any hope to hear the prosecutor say that they are still hoping that she's alive?
No.
Yeah, I think you know, we heard from the chief and the police, and based upon the evidence, you know, there's reason to believe that she is not. We know the prosecutor is legalese, right, until a body is found in a courtroom. You know, they're still making those assumptions. But last night, the family was very clear that based on the evidence that and what was shared with us by the police, that she's deceased at this time.
And I know, have you informed her kids at all of that update? I know you were just talking about how they're asking for them.
So yesterday I went and got them. I told this 10-year-old, he just screamed and hollered and asked why was somebody do something like that to his mother, because she's so kind. And how she takes care of them. Who's going to take care of them now? And he's supposed to be a chef, and he's supposed to buy her house, and he's supposed to cook for her. And they had plans, and now it's like he said he's not going to do anything now. He don't want to do anything anymore. And he's asked me questions like, is he going to his dad's, or he's got to stay there now? And I don't know. I can't break down. I've been strong this whole time, looking every day from day one. And it's like I can't really lose it, because now I got to take care of my grandsons. And so I decided to always just keep being strong. But I get tired and overwhelmed. And I just want to thank everybody who helped me. I'm glad I went on live on Facebook. I'm glad that people share. I'm glad for social media who sent me information about all sorts of things, his family and people he knew and addresses. I thank the media for when you all came out, that y'all were on the ball. Y'all were calling me all the time from day one, trying to get it on there. And, we don't speak on why y'all didn't get it. I'm not going to go there. But once it got on, even they would call me and would tell me updates so that I wouldn't see it on social media. Trying to just protect me and protect my family. So I really appreciate that.
Do you have any feelings to just how full that courtroom was? It was some reporters couldn't even get in. It was so full with support.
Yeah. I was on social media. I said I felt like I was alone and I didn't have anybody. And everybody showed me I did, that there are still villages out here. And yeah, I'm going to be okay with time. The boys will be okay with time, but it's just heartbreaking. She didn't deserve this. She was really a sweet, even when she was born, she was a child who never cried. And growing up, she didn't do too much. She was real quiet and happy. She was the person that everybody went to, her friends, for advice. And yeah, this is just hard.
She was missing. She's still missing. You still don't know. What would help you right now? What would help you in any way right now?
Just prayers. Just everybody pray that we find her. Just pray. I've looked, so I'm sure that they probably know where she is. They probably still looking for her. That's what I feel. They just gotta find her.
Even if you know in your heart that she's possibly deceased.
I know she is. I knew it because they took too long. So
you still want to just have your baby home.
Yeah. So at least been lay her to rest. She's my oldest, and I always told them, my kids, to stay close. Because if something happens to me, then she was supposed to take care of them. And I don't know.
Have they described as he being cooperative or is he combative, or have the police told you at all?
As far as the
arrest?
Oh no, we don't have any information as it relates to that.
Did he ever reach out to the family at any point when you guys were talking, trying to figure out where she was?
No.
What would you say to him?
But we accepted him. We accepted you in our family. You met her grandmother, you met her aunt, you met all her father's side of the family. You were good to those boys. You didn't think that how it would affect those boys, the ones you got their haircut, the ones you kept sometimes when she had to run errands, the ones you played ball with, the ones you took to the park. You didn't care about them. It's just sad that he didn't think about them. I don't know.
Was that immediate red flag to you that he didn't call when this all started?
No, it was a immediate red flag when she said, "Oh man, I knew it in my spirit something was wrong," and I knew that he had been there 2 days prior, acting like he was a client. He went on her website and booked an appointment to get his hair done, and then he came to her house. He knocked on the front door and the side door, and they didn't let him in. So here he is, 2, 3 days later, boom, she's gone. That's sickening.
Can you describe any other stalking type incidents where he was doing that?
I don't know. A friend of hers said that she felt like somebody was always following her in her car. Something about another time he tried to make an appointment, but she found out it was him, and she called him, and he confessed that it was him, and he just wanted to see her, that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Why did she decide to end it with him, or was it?
When we find out he had like 6 and 7 different pages, like on Facebook, he would have the same people on his page, like respond or to whatever he posted, which is strange. The same 6 people are not going to always say something. You're going to have different people, different days say things. And that's when we started realizing that something wasn't right with him.
So
Do you think those were fake or?
Oh, they definitely were. He was good with computers and doing things on them and making fake pages, making fake documents. We just really didn't know who he was. We thought we knew him, but we really didn't.
Did you know about going AWOL and the military or the other fraud?
We found out that he was in the Army. He did tell her that, and I asked her, did she ever see him with, a picture with her? She said she saw it, but didn't know about AWOL. A cousin had said they didn't know. So he was in the Army, and then all of a sudden he was.
So she basically cut it out. Well, according to what her mother is saying, because of the way that he was on social media, that he was a troll. He was a whole catfish, is what it sounds like. And he could have been doing that because he may be dating men also.
Home.
What do you all think of when the prosecutor was going over the misstatements he made to police and his internet search history?
We were aware of some of those statements. If anything, it shows how calculating he was, that this was premeditated, and it shows the monster that he is. I mean, we're still waiting on more information as it relates to that. I'm sure the police knows more than we do. But to hear that, you know, it says a lot about him and the monster that he is.
So you think he planned it out all ahead of time?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Not just, he didn't just plan it, but he planned to get off. I mean, he's hoping allegedly to pass a polygraph.
Yeah.
Right. That says a lot, right? You're researching how to pass a polygraph. You know, you show up 2 days before and prior. This was no doubt premeditated. I was a prosecutor. I did homicide cases. I mean, this is as premeditated as you can get, right? He planned it every step of the way. It's just, you can't fathom why why would someone would do this. You're talking about a mother, a 30-year-old mother, 2 children.
Welcome in, Jen.
You know, and she didn't deserve this at
Gino.
all. But everything you heard in that courtroom, just from those messages alone, I think it says a lot about what he did and how this unfolded.
That's good.
Anything else anyone wants to add?
You know, again, we want to thank the media. Definitely want to continue to thank the community for their support. Outpouring, I mean, to see all that love and support in the courtroom, it does mean a lot. And ultimately, you know, we want Ashley home. And when I say that, I mean we want her body found. And we know the police are working on that. They're working diligently on that. And we want to move forward. You know, we want justice in this. And, you know, I said this last night, it seems that this case is resonating with a lot of people, probably for a lot of different reasons. We should not have to see our Black and brown women murdered. We should not have to deal with boyfriends or husbands attacking their significant others. These are not things that should be happening. This is not normal, right? And we shouldn't accept this as normal. Whether we're police, whether we're everyday people, whether we're prosecutors, whether we're, you know, family members, this is not normal. And this should not have to happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Can you talk about your background? You're a former prosecutor. You said, where were you a prosecutor in
Wayne County.
Wayne County?
Yeah.
How many years?
That was, now I'm giving away my age. 98 through 2004, I was with the Mike Duggan administration at that time. I was a chief in the office, a deputy chief. Worked in the homicide unit. So.
You're a civil attorney now?
I do some of everything, right?
Did you ever think you'd be on this side of that attorney-client?
You know, I was speaking with someone before. No, I mean, once again, I think society grows numb to these things, and you see it on television, you see it in the movies, and you think, wow, that's so sad for them. To be on this side is devastating. It gives you another understanding. You know, it's like, that's why I said this is not normal. It shouldn't be accepted as another occurrence, another, you know, unfortunate female who, you know, went missing and you know, at the hands of their ex or their husband or boyfriend. It just should not be accepted as normal. But it gives you a different understanding being on this side, no doubt.
And he is my daughter's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my mother. That was her first granddaughter.
Yeah.
You watched her grow up.
Oh, yeah. We all had a hand in raising her.
And then you embraced this gentleman into family? How does that make you
I
feel?
only saw him a few times, but that was her friend, and he came to my house all dressed up for a formal affair, and the stance that he had, and I just saw some class in him, but we didn't know who he was.
Fake
We
catfish.
didn't know.
That's sad.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yep. So that is really messed up. You welcome somebody into your home and they do this. But so one of the things that her mom had posted before, and so it make me a little still confused on how she left the house, because she had posted, my daughter Ashley has been missing since this morning. Her younger sisters and her 2 sons saw her the night before that went to sleep. The night before they went to sleep. When they woke up, she was already gone. It's 5:09 a.m. and she still hasn't called. Text, cell, has been dead since around 1 p.m. I text her at 9:06 a.m. She replied, "Oh man." Text her and FaceTime her, no response. Her youngest sister got a text saying that she was on her way to Kelly Beauty Supply. After that, her cell phone has been dead. Last location was, and she gave the address. Her cell phone was charged and ringing around 7:20 p.m., but the location was turned off. Roseville police went to the Pinehurst. No one was there, and her car wasn't there. Warren police came to her house, looked up her number, and saw 2 different locations. This is not like her. So it sounded like the police was doing stuff right away, because this screenshot say 6 days ago. So it says her cell phone was charged and ringing around 7:20, but her location was turned off. Roseville police went to the Pinehurst location. No one was there, and her car wasn't there. Police came to her house, looked up her number, and saw 2 different locations. This is not like her, would never not check on her sons, and would never have me worried. Then they got pictures of him looking like a creep. It says this is how her hair is now. She hasn't been seen since around 8:30 a.m. Not normal. Her last ping was the location at the boyfriend's when we started getting worried. Drove there, her car was not there. Went to Kelly Beauty Supply, not there. Cell has been off since 2 p.m. at this location. Her cell phone came back on at 8:59 p.m. and her location was turned off, and repeated text messages from me and everyone else plus phone calls. She hasn't even posted nothing on social media. So I wonder, why was he cutting her phone off and on like that? And then the police posted the Macomb County scanner is where they said update from the family spokesperson. There's substantial evidence collected at the ex-boyfriend's house, which leads us to believe that she was murdered, although her body has not been found. Investigators have strong leads on this location. Currently, the boyfriend is in custody on related charges on related charges for lying, though not for murder. Okay, a warrant for his arrest is being prepared. He will be arraigned tomorrow. And so one of the things that got people on this is because her mother did go live. She posted, "They got him, DeAndre. He is in police custody. My daughter's body has not been found, but we do know he did it. Meet us at 39th District Court for his arraignment." And then those were all the people that showed up. Let me see. Let me pull this back up. Because there's something, they were outside doing something. Let's see.
Maurice Morton, Maurice Morton.
And what is your title and how are you handling the situation?
Spokesperson for the family and uncle.
And who are we here with?
So we now notice her brother-in-law. The mother made that clear. This is my daughter's brother-in-law.
We have mom and other family members.
We have the family. We have mom, sister, grandmother, auntie, cousins. We have a lot of family here.
What's the update tonight?
We did meet with Roseville and Warren Police Department tonight, a little after 7:30. We met with Chief Berlin and we met with multiple deputy chief, and they gave us an update on what was found yesterday. What they indicated was there was substantial evidence collected at the home of the ex-boyfriend. They also indicated that based upon that evidence, that Ashley was murdered. They don't have her body at this time. They do have good leads on where her body is. They also indicated to us that the boyfriend is in custody right now on related charges, not for murder at this time. A warrant is being prepared, but he will be arraigned in the morning at Roseville District Court at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Family has been saying since Friday that they suspected this man.
I don't know where Ashley
Speak on behalf of them. What are they feeling? What are they thinking now?
You know, as we said before, there was a lot of frustration by the family. We felt that things could have gone faster. But we do know that since Monday, the police have worked hard. We're thankful to get to, the point of getting some information. It's not
Welcome
the
in,
information
Joe.
we would want naturally. But at this point, it's about justice, because there was a monster out there that took a very beautiful young lady away from us. And if you heard the tears coming from and her children tonight, it's just absolutely heartbreaking.
Now, as far as where Ashley may be, what are police indicating to you?
We don't have that information at this time. They have a strong suspicion of where she may be.
The boys, 10, 7 years old,
Yes.
won't have a mom anymore.
No, they won't.
Poor babies.
It's going to take a lot of family. Everyone here is going to take the love and support of the family. They do have their father. They have grandparents. Everyone's going to embrace them and support them. That's actually starting now. The healing starts now. Grieving as a process is different for everyone. We know ultimately we'll have to go through a court process to make sure that justice is done. But we know it's going to be tough, but it's going to take the family coming together and the community supporting us.
A lot of people have asked, were there signs? Was there something that this man did? I know there were some allegations possibly of stalking and maybe abuse. Can you talk to us about what signs were there?
Yeah, I honestly, we don't know, right? They had broken up in September. We know that Ashley didn't want anything to do with him. So, I can't get in the mind of a psychotic person, someone who would do something like this. So we really don't know what motivated him and why he did what he did.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can't make sense out of nonsense.
We want to thank the community again. We know that the community they've reached out to us. They've been supportive. We just continue to ask for their love and support. But also at this time, we ask for privacy as well. That's why we want to do this now. But respect the family's privacy. And over these next, few days and months, it'll be pretty tough. Okay.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us be very sorry.
Poor mom. And those babies without their mother. When this first happened, she was riding around looking for her by herself. And I'm gonna play a couple of her videos. We'll listen to the audio. Prayers to this family. Man, I lost my cousin like this. Shit hurts.
Yeah, I don't know where Ashley at, y'all. I'm not. This is some crazy shit right now. I sent Roseville to last location. Roseville police is here. Last time I told her 906, I texted her. She was here with the kids. She left. And I talked to her. She was on the way back. Told her she was going to View Supply. Never came back. Phone was dead. Usually phone dead. She could get a charger.
Love
Whatever.
you too, BFF.
If I call and text and get mad and act crazy or whatever, she calls back. Once the phone's back on, phone been on for a long time, for hours now. Keep ringing. Her location is off. It's not like her. I don't care what nobody say, nothing like her. And then please don't tell me it's 99% chance that she probably just like the hell with y'all and whatever. I said she don't do it. She had 2 boys that she loved to death.
See, I don't like when they do that. Now they told her that too, that she left them to hell with y'all. What? I don't like when they do that.
And she never want her mama worried. Never. I flip on her kids. I talk to them, they don't answer the phone. She'll be flipping, tripping, all that. And they'll come out, hey, Ma, give me a minute. Give me that. My phone was dead. She ain't calling back at all. And her phone is ringing. Location off now.
So she a mother that worries anyway, sound like.
I just want to know she okay. She ain't checked on her kids. She ain't called me back.
Mothers know their kids, man. The police need to stop saying that kind of stuff.
Trying to reach out to her, though. She's trying to reach out to Ashley. Like her on Facebook, she ain't post nothing all day. She used to post something, so she ain't post nothing. She answered the phone calls. Phone's been dead. Location off now. Phone ringing. She not answering. All I've been saying to her, she would have called back. She would have texted like, "Oh, Mom, I'm sorry, nothing." Please, in the last location in Roseville and Pinehurst. Car not there. I ain't been there already. Car not there. The guy, house she went to, his phone off. Can't find him on fucking Facebook. Nothing. Especially with me. They know I'm worried about them.
I knew it. She worries.
So if y'all see Malibu, it's an all member, it's gray. No license plate, no nothing. Or whatever. And if you know her number or her Facebook, she know or whatever, like try to contact her, people she know, and see if they talk to her or whatever. She ain't checked on her boys. They not like her or nothing. Her phone's on now, but her location's off. I'm really worried. I just want to know she okay. And no, she leave her house angry. She didn't was nothing of that. Like she was fine. She be doing good, working and doing her hair stuff and all kind of shit. Just had Christmas. She cooked New Year's Eve, the black eyed peas and the greens and all that. So police on left. Come on. And And 99%, she probably somewhere else and she don't care and she doing something else. Or I'm like, she don't do that. And they don't tell me. I said, well, this 1%, I feel like something's wrong. I'm saying something's wrong. Well, I don't believe that. Okay. All right. If anybody seen my daughter or talk to her and know how to get in touch with her, please try to contact her or whatever. Like anybody you know, people I don't know that she deal with or whatever, like try to get contact with them or whatever. Look at her old pages. Look at her old pages that y'all still on. Try to these people to her old pages, her friends from old pages like that, and try to contact them and see if anybody seen her or taught her know somebody. It's one person we know for sure. His name was Dre. Her ex that her last ping was at, and he was there's a whole story with that shit, but that's the last address she was at. You see pictures of him. I think it was a year ago or whatever. We had a thing in my job, a Christmas party. He was there and all that. So that's the last person, the location that she was at. Her phone's been dead. It's been on for the longest. It's ringing now, but her location's off.
That's nerve-wracking, man.
And I had Roselle, please go to a place that's not there. I ain't been there already.
Now, this was her very first video.
It's not like her. Even though her phone was off and it was dead, and then the phone get back on, and then she see my messages, see everybody call her, she'll call me back. Her phone is ringing and she not answering, and her location's turned the fuck off.
He must be.
I'm telling everybody something's wrong.
He must be getting off on looking at the phone just ringing. Because what would be the point in him powering her phone off and on like that? Seriously. And he probably watching her on Facebook Live too, y'all.
You never know 100% of your daughters or your kids might know my daughter. She's going to call back when I'm worried. She'll call, check on her kids. And Naya called, talked to her. She texted. She said that she was going to the beauty supply, Super K. So it's either Gratiot 8 Mile or the Walmart down Gratiot. That's Super. That Kelly's. The only other one's on Van Dyke.
Now, see, at this time, she wasn't thinking that it was the dude doing the texting back. We just heard her with confidence say it wasn't her. At this time, she thought it was her.
In the location on the road there, I didn't see her car, and they like, she had a new car. She had no plate now. She had a little sticker in the back, but
Oh, okay.
her car didn't even register or nothing.
So that's what they meant by no plate. Not no number or nothing. So she had a temporary plate. Just got a car. Wow. New car. And here he come. Like, get a life.
Yeah. So if y'all just look at her old pages, try to find that Dre guy that she used to date, her ex. Try on his old pages. Try to reach out to people on his old page to find out you can find a number for him or stuff like that, because we can't find her.
And then speaking of the old people, she just said it's like 7 of the same people on, and he had all these different pages, and that was something that caused the issue with the relationship.
And back, locations off, and I don't know what to do. I'm gonna call the police. They can't help me. He told me, 99% of the time, people be on bullshit, and they just do what the fuck they want to do and don't care.
You hear that?
1%. That's something's
Do you hear that?
Well,
Why is it always that? That is so upsetting. I remember the first time I heard that was with Kanika Jenkins in 2017. That's when I started really paying attention. And it's just something that they tell black mothers or black people that's looking for their people. Oh, they ain't want to be bothered with y'all. They off to their own. They all right. They'll show up. Maybe they went to a game. You know, maybe they went over to a friend's house. Like, maybe you should do your damn job and trust people when they say this. Like, this is just a way to not do their job, period.
and he put it off now. He said, well,
And he put
her
off.
phone service, I said, I don't know. I said she had T-Mobile, but she ain't got the words of like Total Wires or Boost Mobile. I don't fucking know. He called a number. Everybody been calling a number, and she's not fucking answering.
So they wasn't doing enough, whatever they was doing. They told her that first.
She doesn't do this. I'm telling you, she don't do this. She doesn't do this. I know her. And then if someone go there, someone's going to, even though that she would still call me when her phone was on and ringing and wasn't dead no more. She would still call me like, Mom, I'm sorry, I want to put you that. And she ain't doing that. And the phone is ringing. She not fucking answering. Something's
wrong. Damn. Just feel helpless.
I can't see her just not calling back, and I'm so worried. And I'm just like, the kid's hungry. Jay didn't want some pizza. I don't have no money. And I'll just say stuff like that to see nothing. She don't play about her boys. She don't play about them boys. She don't play about me.
This is so heart-wrenching.
So I'm just asking y'all, please look on every fucking old page she had or whatever. I remember the guy named is Dre. Dre something. Go on his page, his old page he had.
She don't even know his last name.
Trying to reach out to those people. My daughters reach out to those people too. They're like, he changed his stuff again. We can't get his number. We can't find him.
A freaking
Please look him up. Yeah, he has no criminal record, no nothing. But he was like a catfish, like scamming, like got like 10 different pages. It was crazy shit.
Who is
I'm just saying, though, y'all try to find my daughter. Share this post. Look at her old pages. And try to find her. Okay, y'all? Bye.
So sad. And then the next video she got, so her first one, that she got 38.6K. And then this next one is 243K. Let me see what she's saying. Oh, that's this dude. It's just a picture of him. I mean, a video of him moving around, looking ugly.
I don't know what to do. I'm here again. I'm trying like to bust out windows, act crazy. Cause being locked up, she gonna be fine when I get locked the fuck up. I'm just so angry because I don't know what to do. And I had no help. Nobody's coming. Nobody's looking for her. Not that everybody go to sleep. They tired. They frustrated. I'm frustrated. I'm fucking tired. I don't know what the fuck to do. Where's my daughter at? The fuck? I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm right here.
Shout out to 755.
Right here.
That's what they do there. Welcome, man, Strength. Hey, precious pieces. Wow,
I ain't
man,
trying not to go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Suspended
Because I
license.
can't be fucked up and something happened to me. Because I take my fucking
Welcome in,
grandkids,
Big
my
Rooster.
daughters, all that, and her. I done banged on and pressed every fucking bell in this motherfucker. And ain't nobody answering. Her car's still not here.
So she at his
Her car's
house.
still not here.
She at his door.
I done run the doorbell, I done screamed out this bitch, I done flipped the fuck out. I don't know what to do though.
She know that's where her phone
What I want
ping
to do is be
was.
stupid. What I want to do is be real fucking stupid right now.
Ain't no
I do
reason.
something stupid, I'm going to jail.
See, now this is the part. This is when the police should have been there, and that's why she was saying that in the beginning. So now I get it. Like I was like, okay, they did something early on, but they waited. They didn't move that night or whenever. Like this night when she's actually at the door doing all this driving around and doing all this stuff by herself. They always want you to, they didn't even take a report or seem to take it seriously, but they always want you to wait 24 hours. Like, who got time? That's what I don't get. And then a lot of times, I mean, I've heard that that's not even a thing. They know the first 48 hours is the most important. So why would you wait? In some cases, people be like 72 hours. Like, what? Make that make sense. You know how far somebody could go or how much damage they could do in minutes, and you talking about 48 hours, 24 hours? Frustrating.
And she's still gonna be found though, because I'm gonna do something stupid.
And they still ain't found her.
I always find my kids. They go through shit. She been through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I find her. I get there. She called me. You know what I'm saying? And I can't find her. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm out here fucking looking for her ass. Driving ain't fucking where. That ain't fucking find her, man. Y'all don't know what the fuck I want to do right now. I swear to God what I want to do right now. It's this whole motherfucker right now. I swear to God. I want to blow all this shit up. On some real shit. Share everything out of I get myself together. Like, where's my daughter? That shit got me fucked up. I'm over it. Oh my God. I want to fucking flip out this bitch, but I gotta fucking be right. Cause they locked me up. They definitely don't fucking look for her ass then. I'll shoot this whole bitch up. Swear to God, man. Nobody's helping. Nobody's looking for my daughter, though. It's fucking 2:25.
2:25. This is breaking my heart to hear all of this. Like, this is the frustration of any parent that's out there at 2-something in the morning looking for your child that you know that they wouldn't do what she's doing. I mean, the fact that she hasn't caught her kids, her mother, they know how much she worries. I could tell that she is just a worrier and her worst nightmare came true. Man. So I'm not gonna what time? Okay, yeah. So we're an hour in. I just wanted to come in and see what was the updates with this case. And we'll definitely be following this too through the trial and through everything. This is just it's heartbreaking. I mean, this is not limited to this mother. This is a fight of every Black parent. I mean, I've been seeing it. Jelani Day's mom, you know, I mean, nobody to help look for her son. The guy said, the lead detective said, I'm off. What? It's Friday. I don't work tomorrow. What? Who gonna look for my son? And you just out there like nobody. But then you see other cases go viral, and they search high and low. They bring out all the equipment, all the technology, all the people come out. And this is what you get as a Black parent. It's not right. It ain't fair, but I see it so much. But this is why we talk about these cases. And I'm happy that they got them, but it don't bring her back. It don't. I don't know who this catfish is, but hopefully it all come out. And especially, where is she? She still need to be found. Make them talk. Yeah, definitely 755. I will keep y'all updated. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. If y'all didn't check out my live stream before this one, please do. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please subscribe and press that notification bell and thumbs up. Please subscribe. Shout out to 755 in the building. Thank you, BFF. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for the fire and horn strength. YouTube 755. Let's go. Peace and love, y'all. We out.